Hey everybody, it's your friend Frank, and 8 days ago on C-SPAN, Bernie Sanders was on, and I was able to call up and get in a comment and a question to the senator, the independent socialist senator from Vermont that a lot of my friends really like, and I have to admit, he at least seems to fight the power, but you'll find out after watching this video that Senator Sanders did not answer my question, and he actually lied. But let's listen to the senator right now on C-SPAN.
Frank's in Largo, Florida, independent line. Hi, Frank.
Good morning. I have a comment and a question for the senator. Sir, on your congressional website in a July 21st, 2011 press release, you revealed that the Government Accounting Office found out in the first limited audit of the Federal Reserve that over $16 trillion was allocated to corporations and banks internationally, purportedly for financial assistance during and after the 2008 fiscal crisis. And you said that no agency of the United States government should be allowed to bail out a foreign bank or corporation without direct approval of Congress and the President. My question to you is this. How come there have not been trials? How come no one has been slapped in irons? How come, in short, heads have not rolled on this issue? Because this is $16 trillion.
All right, Frank.
What Frank is talking about, he's right. Thank you, Frank, for reading. What Frank is talking about, he's right. Thank you, Frank, for reading. Going to my website, that's sanders.senate.gov. We update it a lot. It's a good website. What Frank is talking about is I demanded during the Dodd-Frank legislation, for the first time, an audit of the Fed. It was limited. I wanted it broader, but it was limited to the financial crisis. And as Frank indicated, what we discovered is, in addition to the TARP bailout, which was $700 billion debated in Congress, I voted against it, but that's what happened. In addition to that, what we did not know until I got that information is the Fed lent out, not gave away, lent out $16 trillion to every major financial institution in this country and central banks all over the world. I found that, and many others found that, absolutely unbelievable. So the point that Frank is making, which I agree with, when you're dealing with that astronomical sum of money, don't you think the American people should be involved in that discussion? And the answer is, of course, they should. I agree with what Frank said.
Richard, Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Okay. So you heard Senator Sanders there. He didn't really answer my question. How come there haven't been trials? How come no one's been arrested? Well, he couldn't really answer that question, could he? Because he may have been signing his own death warrant. I mean, what was he going to say? Well, Frank, there's not going to be any trials. I'm sorry to say that these guys are untouchable. We can't do a damn thing about it. If he had said that, he probably would have died in a plane crash within the next few months. He could have said, well, Frank, actually, I'm thinking about having trials. I'm going to call a congressional committee, and we're going to get to the bottom of this because I've had just about enough. If he had said something like that, yeah, he probably would have died in a plane crash again. And the lie of Senator Sanders is that he wanted it broader. Actually, it was his version of the bill in the Senate that was watered down from pressure from the White House, the Treasury, and the Federal Reserve, and it was Sanders himself that watered it down. Well, first of all, here's Bernie Sanders' own website where, to his credit, he put the audit on his website, and that's going to be in the links down below. And then we go here to this admission. Sanders had altered his amendment since its original introduction to limit it to an audit of the Fed's books only since the recent financial crisis. Ron Paul characterized that it was actually even more limited to that. It exempted certain things. It only cherry-picked certain items. And this is from the website Think Progress. Okay, so that link will also be down below. And then on Firedog Lake, we have a statement from Ron Paul about Senator Bernie Sanders gutting his own amendment. And anyway, that link will be down below. But yeah, here it is. Ron Paul says Bernie Sanders sold out, sided with Chris Dodd to gut the Fed. So at least Ron Paul is saying that he lied about it. And then we have also this account that even though the 2010 bill was substantially weakened by the same forces that oppose the bill now, the audit revealed, anyway, it was weakened, it was watered down as characterized by Glenn Greenwald writing for the Salon. So anyway, all these links are going to be down below, and all my friends who like Bernie Sanders, I'm sorry. You may like him, you may like a lot of what he stands for, but he did not answer my question, which on his own website, he said, where is that? He said that $16 trillion, no agency of the United States government should be allowed to bail out a foreign bank or corporation without the direct approval of Congress and the President. If that's true, where are the trials? That's even more important than lying to me. He did not answer my question. Anyway, so thanks for watching the video, and sorry if I dashed anybody's hopes, but you got to know the truth.